Yeah, man. So, you know, this started, the I will go after we elder was studied scripture and everything lead that this generation is the last generation. We live in a Babylon. During the time when we live in a Babylon, 400 years of slavery. Marcus Garvey tried this earlier when in this Black Star Line. It never worked out, you know. Me and this man here, we spent, when a couple of weeks ago when it was real cold, we sit to name the movement because me not the typical Rasta man. Me's an Orthodox Rasta man. Me not pray to Selassie, me pray to Christ. The truth we deal with. We sit in the pavilion where the most demonic place in America. This is where Abraham Lincoln free slave. It's a Masonic place. For some reason, some force, I think, keep me here. And that's how I sit for many years and that's how I go teach. And from here, me and Jason decided to name the movement. Same thing with Marcus Garvey do, but on a different level. See, we are going to do this by renting cruise ship. But for do that, we have to start out somewhere. And after reading the scriptures through Isaiah, where Isaiah really pushed me to this point. When him say, Damascus shall become a ruin, and whosoever live on it shall become like the remnant of Israel. That was Isaiah 17. And when we read Revelation 13, it's actually a precept we must say, but Revelation 18 tell me the same thing. So, Damascus destruction, look into the Mediterranean right now. See how much warship in it. Look what the American president are called for build a wall for lock we in. Look at the chip. What is the chip? Now we are called the one super for read Revelation 13. Super, your president. No. You know, but you know you can't still come to God a year time now. Revelation 13.
Gone back.
Yeah, Revelation 13 for you.
Revelation 13 of me for what we are done. The I will go movement when me and Jason spend.
Me have given you the Bible, man.
No man, read.
Yeah, read for me. Read that, man. Read for me, Marcus.
No.
Some of them blows and stuff.
Read.
Read, man. Me I read them French, but important. Right.
There's nothing more important than scripture.
Read that.
Revelation chapter 13. And I saw a great beast coming out of the sea, and with 10 horns and 7 heads, and with the 10 daemon, which is crowned is the horn of blasphemous name on his head. And the beast that I saw was like a leopard, his feet like was a bear, and his mouth was like a lion mouth. And to it, the dragon gave his power and his throne and great authority. One of its heads seemed to have mortal wound, but it was mortally wounded and healed. And the whole earth marveled, and they followed the beast. And they worshipped the dragon, for he had given the authority to the beast, and worshipped the beast, saying, who is like the beast? Who can fight against it? The beast was given a mouth to utterly haunted and blasphemous word. It was allowed to exercise authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to utter blasphemous against God and blaspheme his name, his dwelling that in those who dwell in heaven. Also, it was allowed to make war on the saint, to conquer them, and authority was given it over every tribe and people and language and nation, and all who dwell on earth will worship it. Everyone whose name was not been written before the foundation of the world in the book of life of the Lamb who was slain. If anyone has an ear, let him hear. If anyone has been taken captive to captivity, he goes. If anyone is being slain with a sword, within the sword must be slain. Here is it called for the endurance and the faith of the saint. Then I saw another beast rising out of the earth. It had torn like a lamb, and like a spoke like a dragon. It exercised all the authority for the first beast in the presence, and make the earth and its inhabitant worship the beast, the first beast, whose martial wound was healed. It performed great signs, even make fire come down from heaven to earth in front of people, and by the sign that it was allowed to work in the presence of the beast, it deceived those who dwell on the earth, telling them to make an image, for the beast was wounded by the sword and yet lived, and allow and give breath to the image of the beast, so that the image of the beast might even speak and might cause those who would not worship the image of the beast to be slain. And it also causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, both free and slave, to be marked on the right hand of the forehead, so that no man can buy or sell unless he has the mark of the name of the beast, or the number of its name. Verse 18. The call for wisdom, let the one who has the understanding calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and the number is 666. So this was Revelation 13 telling we that the mark is coming. We now look to Texas, San Antonio especially, where the mark of the beast has been stricken in the school. The RDIF chip is a worldwide manifestation of the Pope. Listen, a month ago, the Pope said, worthless priests can have boyfriend. And the church should, what they call this? Embrace homosexuality. And what did Christ say to his disciples when they asked what the sign of your coming? He said, just as was it in Sodom and Gomorrah, shall it be in the end. Look at what is going on now. It is the same. Stop. Turn off a minute.